Start it.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome back to We Are Athletes 2. It is November 22nd. This is episode 13. We are filming on this Wednesday evening before Thanksgiving Eve.
What's it called, George? What's it called?
Uh,
It's called Blackout
Blackout
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Blackout Wednesday. It's a Catholic holiday.
The Baptists like to celebrate this one.
Baptists are big on it. It's their holiday. Yeah, welcome back. We do have just us three today. We'll do a short episode just because it's a holiday week. Let me share my screen real quick because I would like to see what's happening. It is a 4-point game. I'm currently sweating out Hofstra versus High Point. I need Hofstra by 5.5. 4-point game with 21 seconds left. We fouled.
Big bucks. Big bucks on this one.
Yeah,
$1.30 right on the line here.
20-cent lay for a $1.30 payout. That's money.
That's
Those are good odds.
Listen, I love college basketball, and Feast Week is my fucking week. I'll tell you that right now.
Feast week.
There's no way we're turning the ball over. There's just no way.
Oh,
There's no
Come
way.
on, Bryce.
There's just no. Why is the ball not in Tyler Thomas's hands? Tyler Thomas has 40 points for the Profs to Pride tonight. I don't understand why he doesn't have the ball.
13 from 3. Holy cow.
Yeah, stop shooting. Or keep shooting.
Keep it. Keep going.
Just what are we doing, bro? Okay, you know what? This one's dead. It happens. Happens to the best of them.
It's dead. You only need 1 point.
No, I need 2. It's 5.5.
Oh, it's fine. Why would you get 5.5?
Because I thought Hofstra was the much better team. High Point is not good at basketball. Let's actually look. Yeah, come on now. They beat Iona, whose coach just left Illinois State by 2. Yeah, like I'm supposed to fear them.
Is Iona still Patino, or is he at like St. John's?
Patino's at St. John's now. Hofstra with a whopping blowout of Buffalo, and then they beat Wright State by 9. They're the better team. Just not tonight. They're not like
not the whatever the fuck they are, the Buffaloes or something.
What I mean, like, what are we doing, guys? Can I get an update on this turnover? What has happened from this?
Nothing good.
I can tell you. I mean, damn, son.
Where'd you find this?
There's just no way.
You look through any of the games this week?
They hit a 3. Okay, yeah, I'm done. I'm turning off.
Let me. Oof. No, I haven't, Jack. And we're gonna keep going how we've done it. We're just gonna fly by the seat of our pants here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, the old WonderLay smacked last week.
We would like to add the numbers we put out. Jackpot points. So that lay that we gave out technically did not hit. What didn't cover?
Mine. Iowa State plus 7.5. I bought it up to 10.5 and it hit, but it did not hit the 7.5 that I said on here.
They lost by what, 9 or 10?
10.
10. So jackpot points for the
Iowa State game. Bought the old hook there.
Georgia covered. Arizona covered. So me and Cade's picks, bang. Bang.
Bang! I'm warming up, guys. I'm finally.
Yeah, he's getting there. He's coming around.
Here.
It's only in the last couple of games of the year, but whatever.
What did we get into this past week?
Yeah.
What did we get into this past week?
What did I get into? Oh, I went on a hunting trip. Did some camping out on the Buffalo River in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. Last year I did this. It was unbearably cold. It was probably the most miserable I've ever been in my life. This year was a lot warmer. About 10 of the fellas out there doing some deer hunting, drinking some beer, sitting around the fire, cooking.
Can't go wrong with
freezing.
So that's a good time right there.
Pretty good time.
That's just.
I had a terrible. I actually don't even want to talk about that. I had an egregious act that I committed during the hunting. But
you cannot say you committed.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. Yeah.
And then
it resulted in me. I woke up that morning after having drank a pretty significant amount the night before. My friend Camden had shot an 8-point like 10 minutes before, and some does walked over to us, and a spike came out of the woods down to our right, chasing a doe, and it stops like 60 yards away, quartered away from me. Got my gun up and everything, right on the lungs. Everything's good. Pull the trigger, gun and shoot. Granted, mind you, this is my grandpa's old 270 that's got a crack in the bolt, so I already think the gun's probably going to mess up at some point.
Right.
I had the safety on the entire time. I woke up that morning and was like, "Oh yeah, red means safety's on." The entire day I thought this. Not the entire day, for like 30 minutes.
Wait. So you thought the gun? Wait.
I thought the gun was messed up. I had it on safety. The trigger wouldn't pull. I thought the bolt wasn't all the way in, but the safety was just on. I woke up that morning and I was like, "Yeah, red means safety." I've shot probably 1,000 guns in my life, and just this one random day, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's how it is."
Wow.
So no deer, no cigar. Close, but no cigar this time.
Yeah, they say closest only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
There you go.
Yeah, that was one of the most embarrassing stories I had to tell in my life when I got back to the camp.
Yeah, that's not fun. Let's see. This past week was my first week of just being a teacher.
Oh wow! No coaching. Y'all doing coaching these days? Y'all
it's a blast. I don't know. They asked me to do baseball. I might do baseball in the spring. I might not do baseball. I don't know. It was nice being done at 3:00 every day and getting home at 3:30. And we're gonna see. So we're gonna see about baseball, but it wasn't bad. I got observed by my assistant principal on Monday morning. She said it went great.
Nice.
Hey,
so, crushing it out here, doing what I can, molding minds is what I like to say.
When the principal's in the room.
I've got some classes that I like to call still water, or it's like a backyard pond, right? You cultivate the water. You put koi fish in it. You put stones around the pond. But what does the water do?
Mm-hmm.
Not much.
Booyah.
Oh, it just stays nice and calm.
Yeah. You're trying your hardest, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I'm cultivating it. I'm putting in the work. The water still doesn't do much.
Well, sometimes you just got to throw a pebble in there, get the ripples going. Just say something egregious, get them talking.
Yeah, just
throw a rock in the water.
That's what we got to do. You know what? Thanks, guys. I'm gonna throw rocks in the water next week. That's what we're gonna do.
Some stones to class.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring some stones, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw rocks in the pond.
So you off all this week?
Yes, I've been off all this week.
Nice.
Praise God. Been nice.
Hey, if you were gonna coach baseball, what position would you do?
Probably outfield.
Outfield, nice. I couldn't be a pitching coach. I would suck at that.
No.
I'm not a pitcher.
I could probably do pitching, but outfield was a lot more fun. That's what I was better at.
I could teach people how to hit people. So about it.
I could tell them how to do that. Hey man, just go up there and throw it.
Throw it at their head.
The only bad news of the week is I went and set up a deer stand around town and a little place we go hunting at, and come down with poison ivy.
Oh man,
got.
The worst part is it's spread and it's traveled. It's just terrible. It's all bad. It's all bad. I finally got some.
There's nothing good that comes from that.
No, and it's one of those like, what do you think God was thinking? I'm gonna put this plant here.
Yeah. Why?
And the only purpose it serves is to mess you guys up.
To make you itch.
Yeah, like what?
Why?
He had to just been bored on the
does it produce any good thing to the world? Not that I know of. It's only been pain and suffering for me.
Pain and suffering.
Does it produce anything good? Positive plants or for animals or anything?
I don't think they can eat it. So it's just like
a product of pain and suffering.
It's like wasps. What the hell?
And I'm glad to pass the savings on to you.
And that's what the plant said to me.
You'll be better men for it.
Wasps are really good for nothing.
Yeah, like those are actually.
Well, gnats too. Gnats are fucking useless.
G-gnats are the worst, man. Those are bad.
Those are horrible.
G-gnats.
G-gnats, baby.
Good gnats?
Yeah, good gnats. Georgie, how was your week?
Oh, it was good. I took off Monday and Tuesday and then worked a half day today, so ain't much been going on.
That's a life right there.
Yeah,
are y'all off tomorrow and Friday.
Off tomorrow and Friday. So heading up to the old ladies tomorrow, and I'm gonna cook Thanksgiving meal. So
is she eating with her fam, or what's up?
no, just me and her because she's working tomorrow.
Ooh.
So we're going up to Little Rock. I'm gonna make mac and cheese, green beans, mashed potatoes, and then we're going chicken legs instead of turkey. I can't do a turkey yet. I'm not quite there. Or a ham. I'm not a big ham guy.
Here's what you need to do, George. Fry the turkey, and when you're gonna go put it in the boiling pot, just throw it in there.
and put it in there like right after you get out, just straight out of the freezer.
It's like a nuke.
Straight out of the freezer.
Preferably do this indoors, okay? Do this
maybe in a garage or something, right? Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
confined space.
Preferably like an interior wall, something that it's going to be hard for anyone to come in and help you. That's where, if you've got like an interior laundry room,
nowhere to escape.
Yeah,
it will make it a lot easier on the firefighters.
Keeps the flavor
in.
Yeah. That's what you got to do. I like that. Yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
Oh man, where did I hear this at? Something to do. This was on Twitter, and where was this? I can't remember where it was. But somewhere, some country that also celebrates something on this day it's Japan, and they eat. No, this is on Christmas. I take it back. I apologize.
Well, you're good.
Anyways,
could have sold the dream there.
Yeah, that'll be. Anyway, I'll tell you. So on Christmas dinner, yes, Christmas dinner in Japan, they eat KFC.
Wow.
No way.
Interesting. Yep.
Did not know that.
Does Santa go to Japan? Does he hand out presents over there?
I guess he needed a break. He needed a break with the Colonel.
He'll bring the KFC to him.
Yeah.
Colonel brings the presents. Santa brings the chicken.
Exactly.
Nice little trade-off. All right, we want to get into
history. Fun fact for the day. Can anyone tell me what happened? What's the historical significance on November 22nd?
22nd.
Give me a year.
1963, I believe. A president was involved.
Ooh, JFK today?
Yep.
He was assassinated
JFK
today.
Assassination. Yep. November 22nd, 1963.
Actually, I did know that because I think he was he part of the Thanksgiving Day or Thanksgiving parade in Dallas? Is that what he was a part of?
It could have been. I'm not sure what the
I don't remember why he was being paraded around Dallas. I thought it was a parade.
It was a parade. I just don't know if it was just because he was there like campaigning or if it was a Thanksgiving thing though.
There was more than one shooter.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Conspiracy. Let's in the off season we can start bringing up conspiracies on here and discussing for a little bit.
His VP was LBJ, right?
Yeah.
And I think
he got appointed afterwards.
I think LBJ was Texan, or he was he was a part of Texas's whatchamacallit too. So it kind of, I don't know. It makes sense that he was in Dallas.
LBJ, big pro-war guy. JFK didn't want to get into that. Vietnam right afterwards.
Speaking of politics, Charleston has
first Republican
mayor since 1877.
I saw that.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's like Civil War.
That's like Reconstruction.
Yeah,
wow. Pretty wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I didn't know that. I saw that on the news yesterday. I was like, wow. I didn't even know. I didn't even know there was a mayor race going on.
Well, and typically your bigger cities are going to be more liberal, more democratic. Yeah. But that's kind of cool that Charleston's red now, and y'all are. What's y'all's population? Y'all are over 1 million, right?
We're pushing in the Tri-County area. I'm pretty sure we're pushing like 750.
Oh, okay. I thought
that South Carolina, Georgia area has become a huge swing spot in the presidential race.
It really has, yeah.
It matters a lot.
It's the first time that the state has had all three major cities are all Republican there. So Greenville is Republican, Columbia is, and now Charleston is. Charleston's been reliably Democrat for, let's see. That's 120, about 150 years, give or take.
We'll change of pace there.
Yeah, crazy. We shall see.
Yeah, it's kind of
I've
crazy.
got a good little way to kick off our game segment here.
Oh,
Let's hear it.
So we're gonna rank the top 5 in honor of rivalry week, the top 5 rivalries of college football, but we have to do it in a sequence to where like I'll go first, and then George goes second, and then Cade goes third, and then I get back to 4,
okay.
and then George will be 5.
We'll do top 6 then.
We'll do 6. Yeah, I call first.
Okay, go for it. Don't say some dumb shit like the Egg Bowl.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be objective.
So this is number 1 or this is number 6?
I know number 1.
Okay.
Okay.
I am gonna go with the Iron Bowl, and my logic here. I heard an analogy today that. But for me, it's definitely between the game of Ohio State, Michigan, or the Iron Bowl, and the Iron Bowl is more like, so Michigan, Ohio State is like you're like fighting with your neighbor, like you hate your neighbor, but you like have the ability to get away from them. With in-state rivalries, it's more like it's somebody in your family. It's like your brother, and you hate your brother, but you can't get away from them. Like these people are going to church together every day. They're at school every day together. Like they see each other in the grocery store, everything like that. They're with each other every day. And I feel like that kind of fuels the hatred a little more. So that's my logic on Iron Bowl is more hatred.
Boom.
I don't.
George, are you second?
I don't mind that. I'd probably have gone the game 1, Iron Bowl 2. Just personal.
Well, it's not your pick; it's my pick. So
well, just feeling as of history, I feel like the game is, I guess, a little bit bigger and a bit more relevant, in previous years. So I'll probably go the game, and then that's kind of a toss up for me. I love the Red River rivalry, but I don't think it has anything on those top 2. But there's a couple.
Iron Bowl 1 game.
Iron Bowl 1 game.
Yep.
Shocker, going to be an interesting pick here. I'm going to go Army to Navy 3.
I knew you were going to do that.
I knew it.
I knew he was going to do that.
After going last year and seeing it, and it was awesome. So I'm definitely Army Navy as 3. Just obviously the history and kind of the bragging rights that not just the academies have or will hold, the entire country. Armed force there, whether it be the Navy or the Army, like legitimately goes with it for the entire week. And like those Army and Navy games, like you could go we were.
You were there last year, right?
Yeah. So we were talking to the he's the OC there now, or he might be run game coordinator. I can't remember, but he said that essentially at Navy, and he's the guy at Navy. He said that they could go like 1-10 every year, but if they were to beat Army every single year, you're not going anywhere. So I think that is Army Navy is definitely top 3, and I personally after going, I maybe would even move it around if they're at the top, not necessarily.
Yeah,
just
it all matters what you base it on.
I feel like that those 3 are consensus top 3 among people, though. Like those 3
games. Most people say that's 3.
Yeah.
After this, it kind of gets a little subjective.
Then it's
very, very.
And for me, it will get subjective because I'm gonna go the Egg Bowl at number 4.
Oh God.
Some nice hatred. It's always a Thanksgiving game. There's always some weird shit that happens. You know, somebody pees in the end zone and makes us have a penalty, and then we miss the extra point and lose the game. Yep. But yeah, I think the Egg Bowl takes number 4 as another in-state. A lot of hatred and rivalry there, and fuck cowbells.
Okay, so this gives me a lot more direction here because I didn't know what I was going to be able to go with. Man, I you know what game I used to really love on Thanksgiving was Texas versus Texas A&M. I miss that game. Yeah. I miss that game. But the hatred between Texas and OU in the Red River rivalry is unmatched. So I'll go there. My backup for this one was either that A&M Texas or the world's largest outdoor cocktail party, Florida, Georgia. So,
that's another good one.
But I'll go Red River rivalry at 5.
5.
Yeah,
all right.
I think you got to. I think that's the right pick.
All right, 6. Ooh, 6 is interesting.
What do we have possible here? like I guess you got
Yeah.
Bedlam.
I had
You
another
got-
one. I had another one with USC Notre Dame. I thought that was a really good one
That's a
too.
historical one.
That is a historic one. South Carolina, Clemson in the state of South Carolina. That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like South Carolina, Clemson.
And then I guess you got like Florida State, Miami, stuff like that.
I was going to go
State,
Florida. Yeah,
Florida State, Florida. If we're going Miami, it'd have to be what, Miami, Nebraska from back in the day.
That if we're going like off history, but like those Miami Florida State games, those are always crazy.
When they were the U, who was their big rival? I thought it was Nebraska. I didn't think there was really anyone.
Well, I feel like it was Florida State, just because that was when they did a good job of keeping all those Florida kids in Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You can go like tied for sixth with
this a bunch.
With a lot.
No ties. You gotta pick one.
Okay. Oh man. Ooh, Tennessee, Alabama.
That's yeah.
That's a sneaky.
That's become a good one.
Selfishly, I'll go Carolina, Clemson. That's a big
all right.
NC State, North Carolina. Well, those in-state rivalries are all pretty good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I like it.
Let me get this.
I like our list there.
We get this shared. Are we going immaculate grid first, or we want to do the rivalry names first?
Ooh, let's go.
I think we do Jet Punk first.
Okay.
Yeah, Jet Punk.
Okay, so Auburn versus Alabama is the Iron
Bowl.
The Iron
Dude,
Bowl.
I had a goal of winning all of these on NCAA 11. I'd set the quarters like 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Oregon State.
The Civil War.
Nice. Cal Stanford. Yuck.
Battle of the Geniuses.
Brains.
Battle of the Liberals.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. What is Utah BYU? That's Battle of the Mormons.
No, it's the
Washington
Battle of the Holy Ground.
Holy Grail.
Apple Cup, isn't it?
Apple Cup.
Yep. Washington State is the Apple Cup.
This is the Battle of the Holy Land. Yeah. Maybe it's just Holy. Maybe it's just Holy War. Yep, Holy War.
Egg Bowl.
Kansas, Missouri.
I played that on NCAA 11. I can't remember.
Why
don't they have Paul Bunyan on here? Paul Bunyan's axe? Isn't that like Wisconsin and Minnesota?
Yeah.
Kansas and Missouri. It's like the Battle of the Border or something like that.
It is. It's a border war or something like that.
Yeah. It's probably got something to do with that. What was that act called?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I can't remember what it's 40th parallel. Georgia Tech.
I don't know this one.
Is it something with a peach?
Peach Bowl.
Oh, what the?
Uh-oh, now Georgia's into programming. I don't know.
I don't think it's peach.
Maryland and Navy.
I know Oklahoma, Texas is Red River rivalry.
I'm gonna leave the Ole Miss LSU one up to y'all for a second.
I have no idea.
George, you got any ideas?
LSU versus Ole Miss.
Yeah,
I didn't know that was a rivalry.
Starts with an M.
I didn't either.
Starts with an M. It's a flower.
Magnolia.
Yep, the Magnolia Bowl.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I believe it is both states' state flower.
Did not know
Pretty
that.
cool little trophy, by the way. I have no idea. I didn't even know Maryland Navy was a game that we got played regularly. I'm being honest.
Cal Stanford.
Maryland Navy.
Cal Stanford was the game that the band came on the field, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The band's on the field.
Georgia Tech's like the clean, good faith. I don't know, something hate. Old fashioned hate. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Old peaches, old hateful peaches.
Old hateful peaches. Maryland Navy. I got no clue.
That's got to be like
Battle of Annapolis.
I mean that.
It's not a bad
I don't
guess,
think
honestly.
Maryland's not in Annapolis, is it?
No.
Well, Annapolis is in Maryland.
Yeah, the University of Maryland isn't in Annapolis.
No, it's
They're
not.
College Park.
I think we might have to
Oof.
take the L on this one.
What's the saying, like the state saying for Maryland?
I like
Like
crabs.
where Arkansas is the natural state. Like, what is their thing?
Wait, crab bowl.
Crab.
Boom!
No way.
Boom! I'm telling you, Georgia Tech has got to be like something hate. It's like clean, old-fashioned hate or old-fashioned hate.
Deep fried hate.
Deep
Old-
fried some deep fried homicide or whatever it's called.
Old fashioned hate is not correct.
Where are you getting that from, George? Have you heard that? Or Cade, have you heard that before?
It's like something hate. I remember it. It's like the game on. Oh my God, what is it? Something hate. It's like good old fashioned hate. Ah, hell, I don't know.
It's so long.
Try with an
With an E.
Good old fashioned hate. Oh hell.
I'm curious now. I want to see him.
Okay, Cal, Stanford, any guess? Ivy League of the West.
I can say some bad. I can present some bad ideas here.
Yeah.
The big game.
Clean old fashioned hate. God dang it.
No one got those two.
Yeah. It was a combo of what you said.
It was. It was. I said good, clean, hate.
That gum, only 8% of people got the crab one, and 16% got the Magnolia Bowl.
I guess
44% of people are getting that.
That's insane. The big game. Yeah, I was not getting that one.
No, that's pretty good though.
Let's do our immaculate.
That's a good Jet Punk.
You'll have 400 people show up to that game.
Our immaculate grid time.
Here we go.
Okay, across the top, we got Raiders, Ravens, 5,000 plus rushing yards in their career. Down the side, we have Giants, Dolphins, Chargers. Where do we want to start?
Brandon Jacobs for the Giants, and
I don't know if he did 5,000, but I think Tiki Barber did.
Tiki Barber.
You can go Tiki Barber if you want.
Tiki Barber.
Nice. No picture.
I know. 5,000 yard back for the Dolphins.
Jesus.
Had to be somebody from way back.
Yeah, this just became
Ricky
Williams.
The Chargers is going to be LV.
Yeah.
Yeah, LaDainian Thompson. Everybody will get that.
76%. Did Ricky Williams go for 5,000?
I feel like Ricky didn't play that long in the NFL.
Okay, they just have to have played a game for that team.
Okay.
Did Frank Gore play for the Dolphins ever?
Damn, he about played for every team in the league.
That's honestly not a bad guess if you take one.
I don't remember him with the Dolphins, but I don't have any better pick.
I'd probably go Ricky Williams before I go Ray Rice. Jesus.
Ray Rice. Yoinks.
Before I go Frank Gore. I don't know. Okay, let's move to something else. Okay. Odell for Giants, Ravens.
Yep. Otto.
Yep. Nice. Odell Beckham.
It'll become.
Darren Waller for Giants, Raiders.
Yep.
I know they're obvious. I mean,
yeah, we got to get it, Darren.
Yeah, I just like getting filling the whole thing.
Raiders Dolphins is going to be interesting. Oh no, what was that linebacker? Zach Thomas? Did he play for the Raiders, or was he a career Dolphin?
I don't know. Raiders, Dolphins.
Those in division double ups are tough.
Very. There has to have been a wide receiver that played for both.
I feel like I'm missing somebody obvious with the Dolphins Ravens.
Dolphins, Ravens.
Jalen Ramsey just been Rams, Dolphins.
I think so.
Jaguars.
Jags. Yeah. Shoot with somebody. Shoot with your gut there in the 5,000 yard rusher.
I'm just
the
gonna.
Dolphins.
We'll see how many years he played. This will tell me a lot.
Ricky. 99 to
2011.
2011. I mean, he probably could.
Yes.
Hey, there you go.
Oof.
Good pull, George.
Thank you.
None of them have pictures.
Another no pick.
I
I don't know. We're thinking skill guy.
Ooh. Did Eric Weddle play for the Ravens? I know he was a Charger.
know it was a Ram too.
Didn't Richie Incognito play for the Raiders and the Dolphins?
Yes.
Incognito.
I was thinking.
Nice.
Nice.
That's good.
Richie
Show our fat boys some love. Good one there. What
I was like, all right, we got to get off the skill guy here. Let me
I was
think of
20. I was 24% getting Richie Incognito for that. That's crazy.
crazy. Raiders, Chargers.
Oh, got one.
Let's see it.
Von Miller.
Von Miller.
No, not Von Miller. What's the other one? What's the one that just played for the Bears? Khalil Mack.
Oh, nice. Khalil
Mack. He played for the Raiders.
Oh, God. That's where he started.
No.
I think he was drafted by them out of Buffalo, actually.
The Ravens.
Ravens, Dolphins here.
Flacco never went through either of those other teams.
I
don't think he was a Charger. I don't know if he was a Dolphin or not.
Where are those three running backs they've got now? Where have they been? Between Jeff Wilson Jr., Raheem Mostert, and
Niners, Dolphins. Raheem Mostert plays for the
Dolphins.
He plays for the he was. I think Mostert was a Niner as well. I think Jeff Wilson.
A-Chain. I don't know about Devon A-Chain.
I think A-Chain was an undrafted rookie or undrafted free agent.
Guys, I saw a tweet from Presbyterian about this kid. And he's with the Dolphins now, and was with the Ravens to start his career. He's a DB.
Do you know his name? If not, we're getting nothing out of this.
His last name is Bethel.
His last name's what?
Last name is what?
Bethel. That's why it stuck with me so much. Well, it's not Bethel. It's got to be. Whoa.
Justin Bethel.
Try Justin Bethel. Try it.
Oh my God.
You looked that shit up?
I didn't. I promise to God. It was a tweet that Presbyterian put out because I'm trying to send one of my running backs to Presbyterian.
Who the fuck is that?
We're the Presbyterian, baby, fighting blue hose.
A blue hose, baby.
The blue hose, baby.
Last one, Chargers, Ravens for a clean board here.
Chargers, Ravens. No Ed Reed, no Ray Lewis.
Ray Rice was never a Charger.
Ray Rice was a Charger.
Think so.
Lamar Jackson was never a Charger.
Darren Sproles ever a Raven?
I don't know.
I feel like I remember that. Mark Ingram never went to the Chargers.
No, not that I'm aware of.
These are two teams I don't know many old players on.
Yeah, no,
especially the Chargers.
Steve Smith was never a Charger, right?
I don't think he was a Charger.
He's Carolina,
Phillip Rivers
Baltimore.
was just Colts, Chargers. Drew Brees was never
a
Raiders or Ravens.
I don't know a lot of players on the Ravens now that I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Has Austin Eckler always been a Charger?
Yeah, he was drafted by them.
Like Ray Lewis, lifelong Raider.
Raven.
Raven, sorry. What was
Fuck.
I don't know. This one's tough.
Dude, I feel like these is two teams that Ryan Fitzpatrick could work in.
I don't know if Fitzy Boy's ever played for the Chargers.
I'd say he played for the Chargers before he played for the Ravens.
Or for the Ravens, because the prime
they had Joe Flacco.
The prime Fitzpatrick bounce around was Flacco time.
Yeah.
Eric Weddle keeps popping into my head. I feel like there was a white safety. I don't want to fuck it up.
Like, God,
I mean, I haven't thought of anything better yet.
I haven't either. I've been rattling off the same 4 names.
Calais Campbell play for the Chargers?
Who?
Calais Campbell?
Who?
I don't know who that is.
No, I don't know who that is.
I don't think he played for them. Oh.
Who was Eric Weddle's
majority?
Who was the bulk of his career with?
Eric Bjornson's on here. That's crazy.
What do you say, Eric Weddle?
Yeah. Who was the majority of his career with?
Chargers, Rams.
Probably the Chargers, right?
Yeah.
He played for the Rams in that Super Bowl. That was about it.
I don't know why I thought he was a Raven. You said what?
Just put it. Fuck it. Eric Weddle.
Please.
And moment of truth.
Hey, let's go.
Let's go, baby.
George is on a heater today.
I can't believe I got that. Eric Weddle was the most popular answer. Khalil Mack was the most popular answer. LaDainian Tomlinson was the most popular answer.
That's not allowed.
Wow, we literally got the most popular answers. Richie Incognito was a very popular answer.
Besides Kate's 0.3%. Yeah.
Besides my Justin Bethel, baby.
Okay, let's look and see if what's his name was on here. Who'd you say?
Google that guy.
Did you say Brandon Jacobs?
I said Brandon Jacobs. And my other one would have been
why is it not sorted by team? Like, what are we doing here, guys?
Come on.
Ahmad Bradshaw.
Oh, Ahmad Bradshaw would have been a good one. Okay, who would you say with the first one?
Brandon Jacobs or Ahmad Bradshaw?
Brandon Jacobs is on there.
There's a Jacobs at the no Bradshaw.
Nope. No Ahmad Bradshaw. Brandon Jacobs was on there though. Actually, let's type in what was the team? Giants. NYG. Okay, all the people that played for the Giants: Tiki Barber, Otis Anderson, Herschel Walker. Did not know that. Larry Sonka. Jonathan Stewart.
Never heard of her.
Rodney Hampton, Alfred Morris, Joe Morris, Hugh McElhenney, and Brandon Jacobs. There was only 10.
Brandon Jacobs crept over.
He barely got over that 5,000 mark. Well done, gentlemen.
Justin Bethel went to Blythewood High from Sumter, South Carolina.
How about that? What a
he is still on roster with the Dolphins.
0.3% there. Do we do baseball today too, or no?
No.
Cade wants to.
I mean, I was going to say why not.
Oh,
we'll hop in real quick. 100+ run season.
Nice.
Compared to this team, 100 runs must be scored.
Chris Bryant.
Is it KH or KR?
KR.
Yeah, there it is. Chris Bryant. Nice. 100 run season for the Dodgers.
Let's go way back here. Let's not do. Let's think of some old
Matt Kemp.
Yasiel Puig. Nah.
That's risky.
That is risky.
He hit so many home runs. I don't know if he got over 100 runs.
Like, oh God, it could be. All right, let's go Phillies. You can do Mike Schmidt for the Phillies.
SCHM. Nice. Jesus. He got a photo. It's bullshit. I mean, did Bellinger ever get 100+ runs?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Matt Kemp is coming to mind. I don't know. I'm kind of confident. Andre Ethier, maybe.
Are we not? Are we not using? Ooh, can we do Jason Worth for the Phillies Nationals?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Boom. All right. 100-run season. Mookie Betts is an easy one.
Okay.
If we can't think of anybody.
Okay. We'll do Mookie and we'll come back.
Yeah. Mookie. What if he hasn't? Okay.
He has.
All right. Cubs, Astros.
Who's the catcher that got traded for Max Scherzer and Trey Turner?
Ruiz?
Is it Keibert? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Keibert Ruiz. 2%.
Look at us knowing trades.
Cubs Nationals.
Soriano play for the Nationals?
Soriano did. Good call. Soriano. Alfonso Soriano.
9% there.
The rarity score here.
Okay.
Cubs and Astros.
Cubs, Astros.
Sorry, I was zoned out there for a second. Cubs, Astros.
That's interesting. Cubs, Astros.
Berkman never played for y'all, right?
John Lester never played for the Astros, did he?
Mm-mm.
No, that could have worked for the Nationals too.
Yep.
Cubs, Astros.
Javi was only at Detroit.
Yeah.
Is Eric Hosmer ever an Astro?
I'd remember that.
He was always a Padre, right?
That's right. Padre.
Like I said, Berkman never played for y'all. Y'all were in the same division
for a long time.
Yeah. So
yeah, for like our whole childhood.
I don't know. Dang, man,
it's got to be a pitcher, right? It's got to be a pitcher.
What's that guy's name that has won 3 consecutive World Series?
Wait.
Will Smith.
Marisnik. Jake Marisnik. Jake the Snake Marisnik, baby.
He played for y'all?
And he did.
I know he played for the Astros. Nice. Good pull.
Boom.
Good pull. Okay. Thanks. Dodgers, Astros.
Are there any glaringly obvious ones here?
It's got to be a pitcher, right? First person that came to mind was Jose Abreu, but he was only a White Sox.
He's a White Sox.
Verlander's never been with the Dodgers.
No.
Scherzer, no.
Was Scherzer with both?
Scherzer's never been a Astro.
Scherzer with y'all.
Yep. Scherzer was a National Met Tiger Dodger?
Yeah, he was a
Ranger?
Tiger early on, I think.
Yeah, I think it was him and Verlander together. Verlander hasn't been a Dodger.
Did Yasiel Puig ever play for the Astros?
No.
No.
This is hard.
Chase Utley or Ryan Howard on the bottom.
This hard.
I don't think either one of them were ever Astros.
Catcher. DH, I guess.
No, who's their catcher?
It's not JD Martinez.
Maldonado. I don't think he was a Dodger though. Maldonado.
Well, shit, I know.
Maldonado was an Angel.
Martinez was a Dodger.
JD Martinez.
JD Martinez.
Yeah, he was.
If he was a well, I don't think he was in it. Astro.
Who's he with right now?
Is it the Astros?
No.
I don't think so.
Boston?
He was with Boston for forever.
It was Boston.
And then he was with Boston for the bulk of his career, but he's not with Boston right now, I don't think.
I think he's with Boston right now. JD Martinez?
Oh, it's where I've known him for like my whole life, and then they just traded him somewhere.
JD Martinez was a career Tiger. And then he played for the Dodgers, and then he played for Boston.
I thought he got traded from Boston to Houston.
He did.
Not this year.
He got traded. The more I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking he might have.
It is JD Martinez.
You can try it.
JD Martinez.
Nice. Good pickup.
Nice.
Good pickup. I don't remember him ever playing for the Astros.
I think he might be an Astro right now.
I think he is an Astro.
I would have remembered him from the playoffs. He didn't play for them in the playoffs. I think he might have started. He might have been young for them. I'm fairly certain he might play for the Dodgers right now.
He started his career with Houston.
That's what it was. Did he play for Detroit?
He went to Detroit.
Yep.
Then he went to Arizona for half a year, and then he was in Boston for a long time. Okay.
And now he's a Dodger?
Yeah, now he's a dull hair.
Wow, that's a crazy find from y'all.
That's solid.
Okay, Astro Philly.
Ooh.
No Utley, no Ryan Howard.
None of these current pitchers have been Astros, like
Zach Wheeler or something.
Aaron Nola or Zach Wheeler.
Most of those guys come up for them.
I'm about to say, I feel like they've been they started with the Phillies.
I think Wheeler was a Met, but I don't know where Nola was. I thought he was a Philly the whole time.
Philly, Houston. That's a good one. Philly, Houston.
This one's tough.
This one is tough.
I'm just racking my brain from all the players on the teams that I can name.
I don't think Romuto was ever an Astro.
No. Who was he with before he was with Philly?
That's who I'm trying to think of. Brewers?
No, Real Muto wasn't a Brewer.
Are you sure?
Sure.
No, I don't think he was an Astro. I don't think he was an Astro. I thought he was a Brewer.
I was going to say send it.
You want to try JT Realmuto?
Sure. I can't think of anything better.
I'm fairly certain he wasn't an Astro.
Unless like fucking Kyle Tucker's on there or something.
No, wasn't.
Oh.
Roy Oswalt.
I wouldn't have got that.
If that's the most popular guy, I don't think we were getting that one.
There were 119 options.
How did we forget that one?
I didn't know he was an Astro.
Oh, yeah. He was an Astro like earlier this year or something.
Yeah, he sucked for the Cubs this year.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. Well, that's not bad. Nice, Sammy Sosa. How did I not think of Sammy Swinging Sosa?
Who was the one I was thinking of that we didn't go with? Oh, Ethier.
Andre Ethier.
Mookie, Trake. Bellinger, yeah. And 28. That was his MVP year.
Andre was not. Unless I was spelling his name. Kirk Gibson. Pee Wee Reese. How about that?
Bailey Herman.
Interesting. All right, let's get to football.
Yep.
Let's get our bets in.
Let's get to food.
You want to look at last week's games real quick? We'll scroll through real quick.
Yeah, let's check them.
Look at the big games.
Not a ton of
Colorado,
surprises.
Washington State was such a blowout. I didn't see that one coming really.
I did not,
but I'm kind of glad they got beat.
Yeah, I think I even gave out Colorado as a good one at like +4.5 or something.
Wasn't a bad one. I was like, shit.
Georgia is the best team in college football by a lot.
Yeah, they looked really good against Tennessee last week. Ohio State beats Minnesota. Michigan struggles.
Michigan had a little scare
with Maryland.
Did y'all see the Jordan Travis injury?
I did. I was watching that live actually. I didn't
think
anything.
What do you think about that hit? I mean, you can't hard to take that out of the game.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a hip drop tackle. That's not something that's coached. That's not a phrase.
Yeah.
That's fake.
I saw, couch coaches.
Dude's just playing the game.
Yeah.
What do you want? I mean, what? Just at that point, just give them flags. Give them flags.
Yeah.
It's just in this situation and who's playing who and crap like that.
It's super unfortunate.
Now, do you think Florida State deserves to be in the?
If they went out, yeah.
They're 5 right now, so no.
Are they 5?
They're saying, do they deserve to be?
They're 5.
They got dropped to 5th. Washington jumped them. But I'm just saying, if they went out, regardless if they have their quarterback or not, they deserve to be in.
I don't think so.
If the way it plays out permits, if you've got undefeated Georgia, undefeated Michigan, and then Oregon beats Washington, and Florida State's in as the only other undefeated team, you can't keep them out.
I think.
I think Oregon. Like a nightmare scenario for the.
I think Oregon gets in over Florida State.
No, you can't keep an undefeated conference champ out over a team that's got a loss
with a backup quarterback and zero.
You cannot count for that. You can't say, "Oh, your quarterback got hurt."
You have to.
Out.
You have to.
You cannot do that. You can't.
You're trying to put the best 4 teams in the country right now in the playoff. It's not best 4 teams in the country.
Who's to say the backup didn't play well? You can't just say, "Oh, he's a backup." You can't. You're not in the college football playoff, even though you're a 13-0 team that won your conference.
I've seen some crazy scenarios.
If Tate Rodemaker leads them to a blowout win against Florida this week and a blowout win in the ACC championship, sure, there's an argument that could be made, but I'm still putting Oregon in, who has a Heisman caliber quarterback and has been the best team in college football the past 6 weeks.
I'm just saying the committee's job is to base it on resume or eye test or how the team's playing, not base it on whether you or not you have your starting quarterback.
Eye test says they're playing a backup quarterback. That's not the best team.
No, it's eye test is how you're playing. It is not whether or not you're playing your starters.
That's part of it.
No, it's just the eye test is how good is your team playing. If the kid plays good, he plays good, regardless of who he is, what his name is, or if he's a starter or not.
Like I said, if they go out and blow out Florida and they go out and blow out whoever they play in the ACC championship, then yeah, a case can be made.
If they go undefeated, regardless of how they beat these teams, if they go undefeated, they're in.
No, because if they play Florida close, who's been shit all year, and they play it close in the ACC championship, they're not getting in over Oregon if Oregon beats Washington.
Louisville, most
likely. And that's honestly a game they could easily lose.
We'll see.
I don't know. If Washington wins out, Washington has the better wins on the year. They're the better team. They should be the 4 seed.
Who is Washington?
If Washington wins out, but the reason Washington's 4 and Florida State's 5 right now is because Michigan and Ohio State are taking up 2 spots, and one of them will not take up a spot later on.
You're not putting both of them in?
No.
Whoever wins that game is in. Whoever loses it is out. That's how it's going to be, unless a bunch of fucking mayhem happens and then you are able to squeak the loser into the 4 spot. But then you'll have Texas there. You'll have the loser of the Pac-12 championship there. You'll have Alabama there. All those teams.
I just think Florida State's going to miss out, and it's because of how bad the ACC has been this year. Like, you don't have a Clemson this year. Who's the next best ACC team this year? North Carolina just lost to Clemson. Yeah, Louisville. Who's 10 somehow. But I mean,
I think Miami was ranked when they beat them.
Do they have 6
North
wins?
Carolina was ranked.
Miami does
6 and 5. It's just a down year for the ACC, and it hurts Florida State. And I don't think Florida State is a bad football team. I don't think they're better than Washington. I don't think they're better than Oregon. Quite frankly, I don't think they're better than Alabama. So
I wouldn't say they're better than them for sure. I'm just saying if they go undefeated and win their conference championship, you can't put. I don't think the committee's going to put.
I just think they have to
a one-loss team over them.
They have to make a statement with their backup quarterback. I think they have to. As shitty as it may be, winning out, you got to make a statement because it is your backup quarterback, and the committee knows that. That's probably why they dropped them to 5.
I think they dropped to 5 because Washington had a better win over number 11 team in the country.
Washington has had better quality wins all year. They beat Oregon.
Yeah, that's why they jumped them.
Well, they should have been there.
They got another one.
They should have been there from the start. If Jordan Travis was what was holding them up at 4, then I mean,
even if Jordan Travis didn't get hurt in that game, I think Washington jumps Florida State.
I quite frankly never understood why Florida State was above Washington to begin
I don't
with.
either. I don't know why everybody was acting like they had some crazy resume whenever the first week of the college football playoff rankings came out.
Yeah.
It's not like Florida State has beaten any team that has like proven themselves down the road.
Did they beat
Yeah, they beat a
LSU?
couple teams that were
Florida State's.
They beat LSU, yeah, for first game of the season. But besides that, I don't think they beat a team that's like still ranked.
No.
All right, so
they beat Duke, who was ranked at the time.
they beat LSU, who was ranked.
Yep.
LSU is the only team on that schedule that was ranked and is still ranked.
Yeah,
that's the only team that was.
They've only beaten one ranked team all year, and they haven't played Louisville yet.
Because LSU ranked?
Yes.
Yeah.
What are they?
14th, 15, something like that.
So they beat LSU.
15. Yep.
All right. Yeah. Ooh, how about that Iowa-Illinois game there?
Yeah. Yuck.
Click and see
under again.
See what?
See what the line was for that game. Yeah, just see what it was.
Iowa minus 2.5. So Illinois covered.
Nice. Nice. And if you hammered the under there, 33.5 is insane.
You should see it this week. We'll talk about it.
Oh, you just wait till this week, Cade.
Yeah.
Any other games popping out? Clemson beating UNC by 11, I thought was kind of impressive. Arizona took it to Utah. Utah were a bunch of frauds this year. Yeah. OU sneaking past BYU is hilarious.
That was pretty funny.
Hilarious. I thought they were going to lose that game. Missouri, Florida was really good. Fuck the Missouri kicker, by the way. Doing the gator chomp after hitting a game-winning field goal. Go fuck yourself, Tubby.
Anything else lower down there?
Not a ton of games.
Memphis SMU game was pretty good.
Liberty stays undefeated. Yeah, that was tight. I think I was on SMU, so I'm kind of surprised.
How about A&M getting rid of old Jimbo?
I think it was good. I think it was meant to.
Definitely good. It was bound to happen.
I don't know. Did we talk about that last week?
The Cox got to win. I've said my opinion on it.
I tell you what, South Carolina wins against Clemson this week. They're bowl eligible. So
this could
be a big game this week.
Super Bowl for the Gamecocks.
Yeah, no other games that were. Oh, Texas Tech beats UCF because UCF misses the extra point to tie the game with like 30 seconds left.
God, that's terrible.
Missed the extra point. New Mexico State beat Auburn 31-10 too. I'll point that out.
That was wild.
Yeah, go Aggies.
Aggies are 8-2 against the spread this year. Might see them here in a little bit.
There we go.
Looking at this week, we got the Egg Bowl Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving.
Toddy.
Ole Miss are 10-point favorites, 10.5-point favorites.
Yeah.
OU TCU is another interesting one. OU has to win to try and get into the Big 12 championship. But I don't know. I don't think they will get in because they would need Oklahoma State to lose.
So it'll be Texas, Oklahoma State
in the Big 12 championship.
Nice.
Does that hurt Texas not getting to avenge their loss?
I don't think so because their whole thing is Alabama. They just need to win the game to keep the head-to-head on Alabama relevant.
It feels like everything we were building up to was Texas to play OU in the Big 12 championship and avenge that loss and kind of take it to them and stick it to them to show that they weren't that team that lost to them,
Yeah. I just think Washington, if they beat Oregon, trumps that. If Texas avenges their loss, Washington beating Oregon trumps that.
Easily.
What's your bet of the week, George?
Bet of the week. I have it pulled up right here. I am on UNLV, who is 10-1 against the spread on the year. I will take UNLV minus 2.5 against San Jose State at home, 2:00 in the afternoon here, which is I think noon there. Noon kickoff, weird time. San Jose is hot, but UNLV is the better team. I'll take it and ride. UNLV is pretty damn good at home, so. That is who I'm riding with. I do have 3 underdogs that I also like this week that I think could be outright winners. Me and Jack talked about Iowa, Nebraska. We're kind of confused because the line started in Iowa minus 2.5. It's now switched to Iowa plus 2.5. Total is at 26.5. I think Jack likes that. I like Iowa plus 2.5. I don't understand this line at all. I get that it's a Friday, it's an 11 o'clock kickoff, but I don't understand how Iowa could be the underdog going to a Nebraska team that's lost 3 in a row. They lost to Michigan State, who's terrible, Maryland by 3, and they lost to Wisconsin by a touchdown in overtime.
I'll tell you something I do like if you're going to bet that and you have like a parlay going or something like that. Buying Iowa up a couple points, whether it's like 3.5 or 7, and tossing in a parlay is almost a lock. Because with a total that low, you're not. I mean, it's not going to be a blowout. It's not going to be more than a touchdown game.
Agree. I like that a lot. Another outright winner that I like that's a dog, New Mexico State plus 2.5. Again, me and Jack looked at this one. To the non-common eye, you probably think New Mexico State just beat Auburn. Well, New Mexico State is a pretty damn good football team. They're 9-3 this year. They play in the same conference in Jacksonville State. The winner of this game would technically go to the conference championship because Jacksonville State just came up from FCS, they're not eligible for it. I think New Mexico State's got more to play for. I think they kind of want that conference championship game against Liberty a little more. It's at home in Las Cruces. No one knows where the fuck that is. New Mexico State plus 2.5, I think feels pretty good there. And then my last one is Air Force plus 7. I know Air Force has kind of been on a skid. You lose the game against Army, which head scratcher 23-3. Not sure what happened, but again, you're playing another triple option team. They know how to stop it. You go to Hawaii, which is not easy. Fucking sucks. And you lose 27-13. Just a shitty game. Happens. But you play UNLV close, and UNLV is the best team in the Mountain West this year, and it's not very close. So you play them close. That kind of gives me the hope that they're back onto something. Boise State's 3-2 in their last 5, and they played pretty good at home. But again, I don't understand how an 8-3 Air Force team is not favored against a 6-5 Boise State team who just fired their head coach.
Interesting.
So don't mind Air Force plus 7 there.
Yep. Good. Good picks.
Okay. What are you feeling, Jackie boy?
My 3 options are Iowa, Nebraska under 26, A&M, LSU over. I think it's like 66.
Let's see if I can find it.
And then Washington State plus 16.5.
There it is.
I think I'm really torn between the Iowa and Washington State picks, but
yeah, I agreed with you on that Washington State pick. I don't get why the spread is so large there.
I think I'll go with that one.
16.5.
Washington could come out and beat the piss out of them. I just have seen too many times.
But they just haven't. They haven't done that.
Right in between 2 huge games, because they're coming off the Oregon State game that was huge. They barely squeaked it out, and they're looking forward to the Pac-12 championship against Oregon again. I just don't see them coming into this game with a whole lot of, let's go in there and blow them out. Like they're going to be worn down.
Yep.
So I'm gonna take Washington State plus 16.5, and I'll buy it up to 17 for a parlay.
The only thing I would say is it being in Seattle might be favorable, but if you look at their last 5, they haven't beat a team by more than 16 points. And they've played 2 teams.
And it's a rivalry game.
Yeah, and they've played 2 teams that are arguably worse than Stanford and Arizona State, and they beat them by 8, and they beat them by 9. So Washington
State's coming in there with some confidence after a huge win. I think they can, for a rivalry game, and with them giving them the opportunity to like ruin their rival season. I like Washington State to at least keep it close.
Playing for a bowl game too, and I know people may not think that's a lot, but that means something to those kids. So get them to 6 wins, get them a bowl game. I like that one too. And then to touch on your over, LSU I think is 10-1 in overs this year. They didn't cover last week because the total was 73.5, and they put up 70 because Georgia State couldn't score to save their lives.
Yeah.
So unlucky, but
yeah, LSU, I just like this one because LSU's defense is bad, and for Jaden Daniels to have a chance at the Heisman, he's got to put stupid numbers up because they don't have a good record. And he'll just have to do that again this week.
Seeing a motherfucker who has passed for 3,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions, saying he needs to put up stupid numbers to be considered for the Heisman is ridiculous.
Yep.
3,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and 1 interception. I mean, what more does he have to do? And it's just because they have 3 losses.
Yeah.
All right, Yags, what are you feeling?
That one was mine. the over in that game. That's okay. We will find something else.
Over in which game?
In the LSU.
You can still take it. I mean,
Yeah, he didn't take it. He took the.
It's not in our parlay. I got Washington State for our parlay.
Oh, okay. Let's just for shites and gigs here. So 66.5.
It's like a 35, 38 game. We'll go over in that.
Not bad. All right, go back.
That'd be 73.
Let's look around here.
So what, a 31, 35, something like that?
Let's go to
66.
Oh yeah, that'd be right at it.
Guess what game he asked for, Jack?
Let's go to South Carolina. All right, what do they got?
Clemson minus 7.5.
Minus 7.5.
Totals at 51.5 too.
In Colombia.
In Cola.
Play
I'm not going to touch this thing with a 6-foot pole. Get out of here. We are going to take the over in the A&M LSU game.
I like that.
Good pick, Cade.
Yep, thank you. Now, if I was going to go with my heart, I'd say money line the Gamecocks, but
I mean, I did write down South Carolina plus 7.5 when I was going through games.
It should be a good game. I mean, South Carolina's got a lot to play.
7-4 Clemson is ranked. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Clemson's been a little iffy on the road, if I'm not mistaken, too, this year.
And South Carolina is 5-6.
Lost at Duke, lost at Miami, lost at NC State. Their only win on the road is at Syracuse. Good call, Jack.
Interesting.
No, you're not changing it.
If you're feeling spicy, listeners, go ahead and money line the Gamecocks.
Plus 250 on the money line here.
Yeah, plus 250 on the Cocks.
What we got in the D2 playoff world, George?
Let's go look. Okay. Let me go on a little rant real quick again. I feel like I have to do this weekly. But stop putting shit behind a fucking paywall. Stop.
Yeah, it's bad NCAA.
Man, and it's not the schools. This is not Oklahoma Baptist. By the way, fuck y'all. This is not Oklahoma Baptist. This is the NCAA who has taken every single broadcast and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna put it behind a paywall. Not just a paywall.
Sounds very communist to me.
It's national communists against athletes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Boz.
Baby.
No, I mean, bro, it was $10. It's $10 to watch a single game. $10.
I just don't understand why you're already going to have a hard time getting viewership for lower level college football. Why are you going to make people pay for it?
I mean, goddamn, man. It's $10 to watch a single game. It's $20 to buy the pass. I'm not going to lie. I bought the pass because, damn it, I wanted to watch UCM's quarterback. But I ended up watching all the games because, fuck it. I mean, I'm spending the $20. But
might as well watch some football.
But make it free, man. If we really want to expand the game, if we really want to grow D2 football, that's what we need to do. Strike a deal with fucking CBS Sports or some shit. Or USA. Get some D2 games. Get us a D2 red zone or something that goes around and uses the broadcast. Grow the game. Grow these teams. Grow these brands. Don't constrict it and make us pay the NCAA. That's just absolutely
who already makes more money than they know what to do with.
Yeah, makes money for no reason.
It's not like they need the extra $10.
They don't need the $10 that you pay. I mean, it's stupid. Now tell us, how for real is Central Missouri?
Okay. The GAC is very fake when it comes to the playoffs. We've known this because they only play each other. Henderson came out and got dog walked.
It was like 35-0 after the first quarter. Was even over.
First quarter.
Whoa.
Yeah, that little quarterback. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go look at the text message and see what I exactly sent to y'all.
Yeah.
Because it got very late early.
Yeah.
Where is it? Yeah.
Shout out to Chris for his last college football game.
Yeah, Chris had a snag, dude. He was the only wide receiver that could catch the football for them. Played really well. Okay. So it's 21-0 UCM with 9 minutes left in the first quarter. Zabrowski, the quarterback for UCM, is 7 of 8 for 162 and 2 touchdowns with 9 minutes left. With 6 minutes left, it was 28-0. This is again the first quarter. The quarterback was 9 of 10 for 243 and 3 touchdowns. They scored again to make it 35-0 in the first quarter. 4 passing touchdowns for Zabrowski.
Wow.
5 passing touchdowns came in the second quarter. 6 passing touchdowns came in the second quarter. I mean, it was 42-0 or 49-0 at half, I think. 49-7. They scored late. It just no. And he's a junior. That kid is a junior.
His dad's the QB coach at
QB coach at Kansas. I had no idea. Why the fuck are you not there, kid?
Pops, what are you doing with your kid, man?
Yeah, go play for Jason Bean. Fuck Jason Bean sucks.
Hey,
go take his job.
He hurt, didn't he?
Hopefully. Okay, let's look at some scores from last week. I didn't get to watch the early games. Augustana versus Minnesota State, I didn't get to watch. 51-24 there. UCM, I got to watch that. Their game against Harding this week is going to be a clash of titans. That'll be a really, really good game. But 56-14. Shout out to our boy Chris. Enjoy retirement, big fella. Charleston, West Virginia beats New Haven 52-44. That was a high-scoring affair. The Delta State Fighting Okra took it to West Florida 49-14. I caught in for the tail end of that one. Delta State just controlled the line of scrimmage. Bless you. Delta State controlled the line of scrimmage there. Grand Valley versus Ferris. This game was not as close as the score indicates. Grand Valley was up 21-7. I'd say midway through the third quarter. And then with 2 minutes left in the game, Grand Valley got the ball back, ran a couple plays. Ferris used their timeouts, got the ball back, scored with like 40 seconds left, got the onside kick. Watch out now. And then didn't score. So kind of a nuts game, but Grand Valley looked the better team there. Kind of a boring
Do any of
game,
us have a national champ left? Because mine's gone, and I know someone picked Ferris, didn't they?
I think I picked Ferris.
George was Ferris. I was a Pitt State pick. My Gorillas are still alive.
Kutztown beat Virginia Union.
They're gone.
Yep.
Lenore Rhine beat Shepherd pretty handily. I think someone called that one last week.
I did, yeah.
Pitt State beat Indy. That was kind of a slugfest. Very physical game. Indy loves to run the ball.
It was close there for a little bit, I think.
It was like 21-14 at half or something like that. Yeah. And Pitt State kind of took over in the second half. That defense for Pitt State is really good.
Keep balling, Trace.
Yes, sir. Keep going, Trace. Go get you a ring for us.
We'll get you a natty.
Slippery Rock beats East Stroudsburg, 45-14. This one kind of shocked me. Bemidji goes down to Midland. They go down to Midland and win 10-3. When I tell you, what's his name? Kenny Herntzer? Dude, he got beat to hell.
Really?
That man,
Bemidji,
he's not going to be able to walk after what he took at ECU some games, dude. That man's going to not be walking by the time he's 40.
Bemidji is a very big team. And maybe I was kind of shitting on the West last week, rightfully so. Bemidji is a very big fucking team, like very big. And they got after the quarterback. If you're gonna beat them, you're gonna have to outbeat them at the line of scrimmage. And that D line is special for Bemidji. So that was a good game. 10-3 there. Permian Basin got the ball back late a couple of times and just could not move the ball. They just couldn't get any time for Kenny. A couple of linemen got hurt there. By the way, Tom is still there. Rodney is still their trainer.
What?
Yeah, they called him out when he was running on the field. So
I did not know that. How about that?
That's where Tom's at. Valdosta beat Limestone 62-41. Put up points.
That Valdosta Delta game next week, I think, is who it is. Is going to be that'll be a must watch.
Yes, it will be. Central Washington beats Western Colorado. I did get to watch this game too. Western Colorado's offense looked lost. Like they literally had no idea what was going on. And I'm fairly certain this game was 10-10 when it went into overtime. Central Washington scored with 4 seconds left. 10-10 goes into overtime. Western Colorado kicks a field goal thinking, well, Central Washington fucking sucks too. Central Washington said, watch this. Went and scored a touchdown. So, yeah, for first play, I think, of overtime too. So 16-13, kind of a big upset, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's look at this week's games.
What's the next round?
Okay, so Delta Valdosta, like Jack was saying, that'll be a really good game. That'll be a high-scoring
affair.
Should be, yeah. Did Valdosta beat Delta? Who is Delta lost to? What is happening?
This ad.
Okay, nice.
I don't know I can't remember who Delta State lost to.
They lost to.
They beat Valdosta.
Beat Valdosta already. They lost to West Florida. They avenged that. And I guess that's their only loss.
I think that was it. Yeah, that was it.
They're 10-1. So yeah, they beat Valdosta at Valdosta 49-25. Now they get Valdosta that gets to come home to them.
Nice.
Tiffin gets Slippery Rock now. I wouldn't mind Slippery Rock winning that game.
Slippery Rock.
Slippery Cack.
Benedict, after their first round bye, gets Lenore Rhine. Good fucking luck.
Yeah, because that LR team,
yeah,
pretty salty.
Good fucking luck, Benedict.
I wonder if that bye is going to help teams or hurt them.
That's a good point. I don't think it's like baseball. I don't think it's like. I think with football, the rest actually helps.
Yeah, I do too. But in baseball, I think it's opposite in baseball for sure.
Agree. Look at the Rangers.
Yeah.
Charleston gets Kutztown. Yeah, true. Pitt State goes to Grand Valley. I mean, that game should not be played this week.
That's brutal.
That should be
a freaking national championship right there.
Yeah, there's your national championship game right there.
Well, you know what's crazy? Look at the other half of their bracket. It's Harding versus Central Missouri.
And that's another
oh my God.
That's a game that should not be played this week.
You're essentially getting two natties. Well, two natty caliber type games.
Yep. I mean,
how do you have those teams playing the Great Lakes teams?
It's the way the region works.
NCAA, you got to do better.
Well, you know why they do it, right?
Travel.
Yes. Who pays?
Still, I mean, that's still a fucking hike.
Who pays for the travel?
That's Kansas to Michigan, right?
Who pays for the travel though?
National against athletes.
Yeah, NCAA pays for the fucking travel, so they try to limit it as much as they can. So they do it by region instead of actually doing it by seeding. So yeah, Pitt State has to go all the way up to that's Grand Rapids, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm chilling in Cedar Rapids. Yeah. Click on it. I'm not sure where that's at. Allendale.
I have no idea where that is. What's the big city nearby? Also, enrollment is 24,000. We saw that earlier. It's just.
I mean, I wonder if it's like a true 24,000.
They got a couple NSU BA campuses. No big deal.
Yeah. NSU Muskogee, NSU BA.
ATU Ozark type thing. No big deal.
Yeah. It's pretty close to Grand Rapids, George. Good.
Good.
Not far from Lake Michigan either. Interesting.
Yeah, I think Grand Rapids is right off the water, isn't it?
It's close. It's a little farther inland than you would think.
Gotcha. Central Washington goes to Bemidji. Talk about a crazy travel. Central Washington had to go to Western Colorado. Now they have to go to Bemidji, and I think Bemidji's in South Dakota.
I believe.
No, they're in Bemidji, Minnesota. I think Bemidji rolls that game. I think we are looking at which kind of fucking sucks the way this bracket's set up. Augustana has to play against Colorado Mines instead of. I don't know. That kind of fucking sucks for them.
Yeah.
So Augustana versus Colorado Mines will be a really good game in Colorado Mines. Again, they got the bye, and then UCM against Harding. We talked about that. That's going to be
what a clash of styles.
No kidding. And that'll be a 1:00 kickoff. So I'll be tuned in watching those. I might
at Harding.
Yeah, at Harding. I don't know if I'll go. There's a chance. There's a chance.
Not a super far drive for you.
And I think I might stay in Little Rock this weekend too. So there's a chance. There's a chance.
Doable.
That's an easy little drive. Depends on if I can get a ticket for the away side.
Yeah.
I'll wear red.
Please wear some Arkansas Tech gear.
No, I'm wearing red. Fuck that.
Let's do it. Red.
Go UCM, baby.
Go Wolves. Go Jackasses.
Anything else y'all want to touch on D2 games?
I think that's it. Let's hope my Go Realist can pull it out up there in Michigan. I think that's who they played last year, the same round. And
I think it was Ferris.
It was
Ferris won the national championship last year.
You are right.
Yeah, going up to Michigan. Hopefully it doesn't snow like it did last year.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, let's talk about this real quick.
Interesting.
Okay. So,
spicy.
Man, the MIAA has approved Northeastern State University's request to play as an NCAA Division II independent institution in the sport of football. So they will continue to be a part of the MIAA in every other sport except football. Cade, you and me have been there. Give me your thoughts on this.
A great step for turning around that program. And I think an even better step for the MIAA as a whole. I think it gives NSU a chance to be a little more competitive, for sure. They're not having to play, Northwest, Central Missouri, Missouri Western, Washburn, UCO.
I mean, they can't recruit anybody getting the shit beat out of them every year.
Yeah, I mean, in the stigma in the state now, it wasn't great in 2017, and it's only gotten worse.
Yep.
It's only gotten worse, and they're behind the eight ball in recruiting because you've got Arkansas Tech now, recruits rather heavily in the state of Arkansas. Then you've got, Emporia comes and poaches a lot of that talent out of the Tulsa and Oklahoma City areas. You get, like
Pitt State does a good job
some
too.
of those. You get, some of those other MIAA schools will come in there and recruit, and then to top it off, you're in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, and I love Tahlequah, but to a high school kid, Edmond, see that's your in-state rival, right? UCO, and they're in Edmond. Essentially, they're in Oklahoma City. They've got a new football stadium. Relatively, they pretty much upgraded everything.
Locker room and everything.
You got new football facilities. You got a state-of-the-art weight room, and NSU has nothing even remotely close to that. So, you're still going to have your uphill battles in recruiting, but you go and you schedule, some other teams. You're not having to play MIAA opponents every single week. That's going to, you win 4, 5, 6 games. That'd be huge just in terms of recruiting. So I think it's about the smartest thing they could have done, and they needed to do it. 7 years ago.
Well, and from what I've been told and what I've seen, is that NSU will continue to play their same schedule for next year. But if a team so chooses, they do not want to play NSU, they'd rather schedule a non-conference game, they can do that. Similar to what Lincoln had happened to them this year with Pitt State. So Lincoln left the MIAA in all sports starting January. So they are no longer a member of the MIAA for athletics, as far as I'm concerned. Now, when this first came out, my first thinking was the GAC needs to add NSU. I don't think NSU is set on leaving the MIAA yet. I think they want to try and rebuild that brand, kind of like you were talking about. But you have a school and an institution that has not been big on football for 10 plus years, as seen by their facilities, as seen by the money that they've been allowed to spend. It's a lose-lose scenario when you go to NSU and try and coach or try and play. There's no real upside unless other than getting to play really good teams to get the shit kicked out of you.
And the expectation, here's the thing about that place that I saw a tweet that almost described this perfectly. When the expectation does not match the commitment, then it's a bad spot. And the expectation is for you guys to be, if all the other sports can be competitive, why can't football be competitive? And fair enough from a outsider's perspective, but as being in it, right, you realize the money that is poured into those programs in that conference, and in football ain't even close.
Well, it's very easy. This is a prime example of seeing an institution try and scrape by on the bare minimums and not actually put money into their athletic programs. Yeah, basketball's gotten by. Yeah, baseball's gotten by. Yeah, women's basketball has kind of gotten by. Softball, they've gotten by. But again, that's way less money. When you look at your school and your success for your athletics program will be determined by your football program. And that's anywhere you go.
That's at any level.
Yes, at any level. So it's just, I mean, it's really unfortunate. But I think it is for the best. I don't think it's a goodbye for them right now to the MIAA. Again, my first instinct, bring them to the GAC. Go try and get Missouri Southern if you're the GAC. Split the conference in half. Go east-west. That way you can play some non-conference games, maybe even play against some MIAA teams.
Or whatever you want, make some money.
Play a couple east-west games here and there. Play all your east teams. Play 2 or 3 west teams, and then go make you some money for a FCS game. Go play a MIAA school, something along those lines.
It's like hell, like Arkansas Tech, you do that, then that whole UCA rivalry could spark back up.
Which I like the idea. I don't think it would work with Missouri Southern, but if you're going to add Northeast, you have to add another school. You can't just add one, unfortunately.
Oklahoma school,
It makes it weird. Missouri Southern will not leave, though. They finally got competitive in football. They're very good in basketball. They're very good in baseball. Their track team is good.
Yeah.
They will not leave the MIAA, unfortunately. If you're the GAC, do you reach and try and go get Lincoln? That's a long way away and for not much in return. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Very interesting. We did talk about last week Northeastern State's coach getting fired. It's just a school that does not like to put money into their athletics programs for some reason, and not really sure why. I think they could be a pretty decent little squad. Won a national championship in NAI, a national championship, what, 80s?
2 times, in the 80s and 90s.
So
don't get it. It's there. I mean, the ability is there, right? I mean, you got the history of it, so you've got like tradition you could tap into. I mean, Tahlequah it's no Oklahoma City, but it's a good place with good people once you're there.
Yeah, you're close to Tulsa. I mean, it's not not
you're
terrible.
Close there, close to Fayetteville. So I mean, you're not just smacking like you're not SWASU bad.
By the way, they fired their head coach as well.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, but
talk about a revolving door of jobs there.
Yeah, but that place, sucks that they don't want to put money into it, and especially nowadays, that's all it. 80% of that of being successful is just putting the funds into it to set your guys up for success, and they're not about that.
And I think we're seeing kind of like what we talked about mid-year when we talked about SWASU being so bad. I think it's a statewide thing because if you look at UCO, they're nowhere near what they used to be.
Yeah,
I don't know what changed with their academic scholarships, but they don't give money to out-of-state students for academic scholarships anymore. It's all athletic money from what I've been told. So something's got to change statewide. I know we're trying to educate Oklahoma. I know you're trying to get right with your target demographic, but man, you're killing your athletic programs, killing them statewide too.
What was UCO's record this year? I don't remember.
Let me look. I don't think they won more than 4 games.
I don't think they've been super great the past handful of years here.
Let me look. Yeah, they were 5-6 this year. They beat Kearney, they beat Moso, they beat Lincoln, they beat Northeast, and they beat Washburn. So they lost to the good teams, beat the bad teams.
Yeah.
Last year they were 6-5. 2021 they were 4-7.
Now they've got that. Who's their head coach there now?
And then in 2019 they were 5-6.
Is it Bobick?
I think it is.
Still, I can't remember. But I mean that place is a prime example. Now, granted, the result hadn't quite come yet. Now, the story about how they got their football facility, I ever tell you that? So it was an oil guy in Oklahoma City who he was getting a divorce from his wife.
Oh, I did hear about this. Yeah.
Yeah, and he said screw giving her half my money. I'm going to just go ahead and donate it to you guys for the football program. So with that money, they were given, I want to say it was close to like $18 million, 18 to $20 million. And then they were like, "Yep, here's your donation. It's coming from a guy who just doesn't want to give his wife half his money." So that's how they got their football facilities they have now. Yeah,
It's impressive.
yeah.
Adam Durrell is his name.
Durrell. No idea.
Adam Durrell. He's a native of Maryville who played at Northwest Missouri, and then spent 5 years at Abilene Christian after he coached at Northwest Missouri, and then came back, got fired at Abilene Christian. Yeah, so Durrell led Northwest to a 76-8 record when he was at Northwest Missouri. He's in through 2011, 2016. He's the head coach.
So he was there when those.
He won a national title in 13, 15, and 16. He then took the Abilene Christian job. He went 19-32 there. Oof, not very good. And then took the UCO job after he got fired at Abilene Christian. In his first season at UCO, he beat Northwest Missouri, the number 2 team in the country at the time.
That's right.
So, fun fact. Anybody got anything going on this week?
Nope.
Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Just Thanksgiving. I'm watching ball.
I'm gonna eat so much food tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat myself into a coma.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat so much food.
Yeah, I'm excited for this mac and cheese, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm excited for that. I'm so excited for that. 3 football games tomorrow, NFL games tomorrow. Lions, Cowboys, and who?
Lions, Cowboys, and who's the night game?
I don't remember. Is it
49ers, Seahawks?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is, because Geno Smith is coming off a short week.
Geno.
That's right.
A lot of betting trends point towards taking the favorite on Thanksgiving, by the way.
I want to say that double-digit favorites, though, are 0-12, and the Cowboys are 13.5-point favorites.
I saw something that was like the opposite.
I thought double-digit favorites are not good on Thanksgiving. But granted, we probably haven't had many recently.
Yeah. I saw one that was like double-digit favorites are like have a solid record against the spread. But I'd have to pull it up again. It was on TikTok.
We'll check it. Lions, I think, are 7-point favorites. Cowboys are 13-point favorites. And then I have no idea. I'd imagine
49ers are 7.5.
That's it?
Yeah. But it's in Seattle.
With a banged up Geno, though?
It's just because it's at the Seahawks.
Understood. Yeah, that'll be fun to play with tomorrow. College basketball on tomorrow as well. I think the Maui tournament ends tonight.
Memphis, big dub. The old Tigers.
They beat Michigan, right?
They beat Michigan. Yep, 4-0 for the Fighting Penny Hardaways.
Boom.
He's still coaching.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Took the hard away.
That's crazy that he hasn't got fired for those sanctions yet.
He's Penny Hardaway.
For what, the James Wiseman shit?
James Wiseman had some more recruiting violations too. Didn't he have someone staying at his house? The whole Amani Bates thing as well.
Oh, and the Mikey Williams thing. They got Mikey Williams, and he's like being convicted of like 6 counts of battery or something like that, or possession of a deadly weapon or some shit.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's still the head coach. Honestly,
that ain't good.
Yeah, but good day of sports tomorrow.
Yep.
Good day of feast tomorrow. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving. God bless. We should have a guest next week. We'll figure out who that is over the week. We're not quite sure yet. But yeah, I mean, God bless. Y'all have a great week. We appreciate all y'all listening, tuning in. Love you. Stay safe.
Good weekend.
We will see you.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
We will see y'all next week. Happy Thanksgiving. Adios.